we're doing something that I don't do a lot, which is a bonus video. I'm gonna do a full face of new makeup. My friend Lisa's here. Only her tummy is here, I see. This is my friend Lisa. This is, whenever you tell me that I'm actually fair, this is the friend that I show. This is someone who's actually fair. I'm gonna do a full face of new makeup. I'm doing a little bit of a bonus video. Me and Lisa are going shopping, 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 shopping. I was gonna say day drinking, but let's go shopping.
Day drinking.
Day drinking and then shopping, which is the most lethal of combinations for your credit card.
I'm in danger.
No, honestly, we're just gonna be hanging out. So I'm gonna get ready, and I want to put this video up today because as you're seeing this video, my friend Betty Jean has just shown or revealed her new palette with Fantasy Cosmetica. So we are definitely gonna be trying this one out. But I have a full bunch of new products here, and one of the things we're definitely trying that I talked about in the last video that I had with like testing new makeup is the new foundation from Charlotte Tilbury. This is the Airbrush Flawless Foundation. This is the new one. I have mine in 6N, which is a light medium neutral, I think, if I'm not mistaken. If you hear something in the background, that is Lisa washing my brushes. She asked me, listen, she asked me, she's like, when was the last time you cleaned your brushes? She's out here shaming me, okay? And I don't know. It was a while ago, okay, but
Last time I cleaned your brushes.
I definitely have cleaned them in between then.
Sure.
Somewhat. I'm gonna say 85% sure I cleaned them in between you being here. Who knows? This one is more of a thicker foundation still compared to some of the other foundations that have come out as of late. There's been a lot of foundations released that have been more liquidy serum-like foundations. This is more a cream still. And you probably saw that in the this close-up as well, that it is staying true to its shape once you like squirt it out on the hand. It doesn't run down your hand. I know that I have reviewed the original foundation because this is a re-release of this foundation, and I remember saying it was too thick, it was too cakey. It was full coverage for sure because it was like plaster on the face and it didn't really wear that gracefully. I have oily combo skin and I feel like the natural oils just made it look like porridge on my skin. I was not the biggest fan of that foundation. I have since decluttered it. It's a smidgen too light for the rest of my body. Not a horrible match. And I feel like this one, even though this is a neutral and I do have a golden undertone, I still feel like this one is too yellow. I've questioned this a lot. I am a light medium neutral with a golden natural undertone, and I feel like I buy a lot of neutral foundations and I still feel like a lot of them are too yellow, which I feel is crazy when you're marketing it as a neutral. To me. There are some neutrals that I feel lean golden, but like enough golden, like the Makeup Forever. I also feel like, they don't call it neutral though, but like there is, I don't remember exactly which one, but there is a neutral one from MAC that also like is like perfect for my undertone. But a lot of brands, when they say neutral, they're giving me gray peach or they're giving me yellow. I'll be able to fix this though. This isn't horrible. This is definitely full coverage though. That's full coverage. Okay, let me zoom in and we can have a peek-see at this one because it's definitely full coverage. So this is where we are right now. I do think it looks a little too makeup-y for my preference, but some of these foundations, if they look a little heavy to begin with, they end up looking great after a little bit. We are going, like I said, out and about, and Lisa said it was going to be over 100 today, so I will definitely be testing out if this one will stay, about the longevity on my skin, if the oils are going to be breaking it up. I came into the bathroom and Lisa was like, that's not your shade. And then she said, trust the process, if the process is Halloween. So I think we've all agreed that this is not my shade. It will be fine though. I will fix it. I'm going to be using a little bit of the Makeup Forever, the new HD Skin Concealer. This is the new concealer that they came out with, and this is a full coverage one. You know what? I've really been enjoying this one. As you can see, this one, I think this is in neutral, right? No, this is a 1Y18. So this is a warm one, and it's still not as warm as the foundation. I'm just gonna leave you with that information. You do what you will with that information. I'm gonna be using my sponge for this because, like I said, Lisa is actually cleaning my brushes. Very grateful. I'll buy her lunch as thank you. and a cocktail apparently. So I'm going to be using my sponge, and I'm also going to be using some of the new brushes from Refer that I have. And of course, I'm going to be using the new brush that I have from Lunar Beauty because we're going to be using the new bronzer today. I've been using that for a bit and I want to show you what it looks like. But I can tell you right now, this concealer, I like it. It wears nice, it is full coverage, but it's not too heavy. But it's also like not the kind of concealer that it's too full coverage, because I don't want to be blanked out. I still want myself to look like a human being. I know, weird, right? But I do like this. Let's talk about the Lunar Beauty, like I say contour, because on me this is a contour, but this is a bronzer stick. This is the Outer Dimension Bronzing and Sculpting Stick. Okay, I admit when I'm wrong, when I am wrong. And this is in medium sky. This is definitely on me a sculpting stick. This is, according to Manny himself, this is Manny MUA's brand. This is a neutral. And I'm going to show you how it looks on me. This is pretty much a contour on me. And I like this as a contour because it doesn't lean too cool tone. So for me, it works great as a contour. And this is the brush he came up with. I could have used this under my eyes, the little dual ended. I really like this one for the stick bronzer. The stick bronzer is incredibly emollient. I really, really, really do like it. But as you can see, that is a contour, not a bronzer on me. So if you think that bronzers are too warm toned, definitely check this one out. It's a beautiful formulation. Or if you are looking for a contour stick that is not gray, that works on a warmer skin tone, again, definitely check this one out. But this is not a bronzer if you have a more warmer undertone. It is definitely a contour. But with that being said, I mean, that looks great. This is a better formulation than that ABH contour stick that I tried. I can tell you that much. So I will go over this with a little bit of bronzer afterwards. Also, this packaging is so cute, just to make it warmer for me, because again, this foundation also wasn't my skin tone. I got the new Revolution Banana Bright Baking Powder. I don't think this is a reformulation. I just think that this is a... How do I open this one? Why isn't it plastic? I don't have anything here. I need to open this one. I don't think this is a reformulation. I just think they put it in a better packaging. I never tried this one. And I'm excited. Oh, I fixed it. At least I came with the tweezer. My teeth fixed it.
Oh, we like those.
Do we?
Yes.
So I never tried these, but I've heard the packaging was awful. But now apparently the packaging is great. Okay, there's a little... Maybe I do need the tweezer. Look at Lisa. She can tell the future. Okay, and I think we can put some in here. Ooh, that's a really nice color. So I am going to do the Banana Light for fair to medium skin tones, which is me. I'm definitely in that range. I'm going to be using this under my eyes. I have been using the Glam Light powder. I have it here in front of me for a really, really long time. So it almost feels like I'm cheating on it using a new one. Ooh, it's really lightweight. The color is fantastic for me. Like, it's a little bit of yellow, but not too much, giving me that NYX HD Press powder that I think they're going to reformulate soon because it has talc and it makes me worried. Does this one have talc? Hold. This one does not have talc in it. This is mica, silica, dimetacone, water, cross polymer, blah, 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 blah. No, so maybe this is actually a reformulation then, because I don't know if the original one had talc, but I mean, talc, I'm gonna die on this hill, is a great ingredient to have in powders. Unfortunately, it is getting banned because of different reasons, that it's not always safe. You have to work extra to get it safe, and I don't think the EU is trusting brands to be doing the extra work, which, I mean, fair. So this one might actually be reformulated as well because of that. But I do like this new packaging. I do wish that this lid was maybe a little bit bigger, but still it works. And the color is really, really good. It's giving a little bit of a tint, but not like coverage. You know what? Not against it. Just setting my T-zone. You see my little mustache? No, you don't. No, you don't. No. What do you mean? You don't. How do I put this back? Wait. Do I like... Did that work? No, now I have powder everywhere, literally everywhere. Oh my gosh, there is powder everywhere. Oh, okay, okay, okay. Everybody calm down. Gosh, I wanted to use this one as well. I, for some reason, forgot to use this one, and this is the Morphe Shape Lifter Micro Contour Stick. This is in Refined, which I think is the medium shade. Should I use a little bit and see how the formula of this is? This is darker than the Lunar Beauty one. Okay, this is definitely a contour too. At least we tried the shade. It also blends out really nice, and I do like the, I do like how fine the tip is. I think that's really nice. And again, if you're looking for a more detailed contour, this could be really good. Lisa loves this one. I gave her the one in Fair, and she is a big fan. I know you can use this for like nose contouring, but I don't know. Where am I supposed to nose contour? You know, my nose is so slim. The amount of times that people say like that I have a botched nose job, and you know what, if I did have a nose job, I think yes, it is pretty botched, because it's very slim here, it's like uppy here, and then it's not that slim on this side. So if you don't like my nose, you're gonna have to blame my dad. I'm never getting rid of that one though, because literally the only thing he left me. So I'm not getting rid of that, but maybe a little bit here. But no, as an answer to that, I did not have a nose job. I feel like I'm so open with all the procedures I do. Do you think I would do that and not tell you? Definitely would. So far, I'm just that formula, pretty nice too. Okay, what have we used? We have used those. We have used the contour stick. I do have the new airbrush matte from Charlotte Tilbury. I actually really enjoy the Charlotte Tilbury setting spray, so I'm excited to have the matte one in my life. I also have, I got way back, I got a PR package from Free, and I never used it for some reason, so I have one of these matte pots. This is in Faded, so it's one of those, like, you know, the little plushy ones. So I think we're gonna try and use this one as a blush. Okay, I had to go get a brush. So you can use a silicone applicator with these, and I do have such silicone applicators, but my friend Heather Austin really loves these, and she uses a brush or a sponge with them. So I am just gonna do, this is a BK Beauty brush. I'm not using my Cinch Beauty brushes right now because, again, my friend is here, she's cleaning my brushes, so she's cleaning my Cinch Beauty brushes. But I still love other brushes too. This one picks up a lot. Should I be worried? Yes. Yes, you should. Oh, that is more pigmented than I imagined. Oh, that's a really nice blurred formula though. Did you see how easy that went on? I know they have this formula in a glowy version too, but it is not glowy as in shimmer particles. It is glowy as in it is like greasy. I have oily combo skin. I have a lot of, you know, a lot of fine lines. I cannot do that on my cheeks. That's not not the life I'm living. So we're definitely not doing that. So I did get a couple of those in PR too, but I decided to put those in the giveaway pile because someone who has dry skin and loves a dewy formula is gonna love that. Not me, not this person. She won't love that. Oh my god, are you gonna hate that I refer to myself in third person? Don't come for me. That looks really beautiful though. I mean, I would want a highlighter on top of this. Let me see if I can find something to put on. But I do like the formula of that a lot. That's a really nice red blush. So this was in the shade Faded. I also have the new brow pencil by Morphe. This is the Nano Brow Pencil, and I have it in Biscotti, which is the lightest blonde. That tip is nothingness. That's crazy. There's a little spoolie. I'm gonna try with this one, but that is bananas. I do like using several products for my brows. Okay, that snapped immediately. I didn't even take that much up, but that snapped immediately. So yeah, be careful when you use this one. Okay, this one is very... I'm not making sense. I use pens like this to do a shadow behind my brows, and then I draw in hairs. This one is a little bit too waxy to be doing that. I think you're meant to just do hairs with this one, but Okay, this isn't my favorite launch from Morphe. I do really like Morphe as of late. I think they do really good products, this one doesn't work with how I do my brows. So I fixed my brows with my products, and I'm gonna do a little bit of this Moira highlighter. This is the Dream Light highlighter in Love Struck. I'm gonna use the, again, my brushes are being cleaned, but I am gonna do a little bit of this because I do like a little bit of a sheen on the cheeks, and it's just a preference. I like a wet cheek. So before we get into the lippy, I wanna do the setting spray too. Of course, I'm going to be using all of these products separately. I'm going to be using it with the mattifying setting spray today. And if this is not keeping me matte in 110, I know that neither of these are going to keep me matte separately either, because if they're not working together, they're not going to work separately. That's a really, I don't know if you can even see it. It's a pretty good sprayer. Maybe it's a little bit too, there is some droplets. So maybe it's not actually fine enough. Like, definitely got some droplets. It's not misty enough. But I was able to sponge it out. We'll see how this wears. I will put in the pinned comment whether or not this held up throughout the day, because you never know. Okay, I'm not gonna, first I got these and I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna do lip swatches. I did not, there was no time for that. This is the big PR package of the new lippies by Morphe. And we have 1 million lipsticks and 1 million lip liners. So I'm just gonna do a lip combo with this. Let me pick out a shade and we can see, because I am, like I said, gonna be using the new palette by Fantasy Cosmetica. This is the Which is Familiar, which is a collaboration with my friend Batty Bean. And look at this. And I mean, I will say, when I first saw this one, I was like, it reminds me a little bit of a new and updated Muerte palette, which has been gone for forever. So I definitely, there's no like, oh my god, it's a copy. That's not what's going on here. But it gave me that feeling with the teal, with the red. I want to use this pink shade, and I want to do a red with the pink because I love that. So I think what I am going to do is I'm going to use this one, this one, this one, and the pink. Maybe the purple. Listen, I have no idea. But that's also why I did this one, like a little bit more of a pinky cheek. And I want to do maybe like a little bit of a pinky lip. This is Petal. Let's do that one. That's like a pinky nude. Petal. And do we have a corresponding... I have no idea. This is Wifey. That seems way too pink. We don't want to be that pink. This one is Makeup Talk. This one seems to be, yeah, a little bit more of a brownie pink. Let's maybe do that one. Or what is Dearest? Oh, is Dearest the better one? Or is that too, it's still too like pink. We'll do this one. The first one I had, which is called Signature Lip Pencil in Makeup Talk, together with this. Okay, that's what we're doing. I got this PR package quite a while ago, but I haven't been able to try out this formula. I haven't swatched it. I haven't done anything with it. I did actually like the lip liners that Morphe had before. These are very pigmented. Are they too pigmented? No, I think I like this formula. It's pretty good. I will say the shade range does lean pretty like typical pink. Not always my favorite. But I definitely feel like there can be some favorites there. Did I overline a little bit too much? Definitely. Don't look too closely at that. Let's do the lipstick. Oh, this actually matches really good. Ooh, it's a matte lipstick. Wait, I really like that. Okay. Wait, I'm a really big fan. It's definitely a little bit more of a comfort matte. It's not like a dead matte, but that's really nice. Okay, let's chat a little bit about this palette before we start using it. So this one, The Which is Familiar, is again, like I said, a collaboration between Fantasy Cosmetica and Batty Bean. This one is launching on October 1st. I don't remember the exact price, but I have a sneaking suspicion it's going to be just around or just under $50. I'm pretty sure that affiliate codes do not work on this palette specifically, but you can always use my code Angelica with Fantasy Cosmetica and you can get some money off if you want to order this one or something else and maybe add something else in the basket. So always try code Angelica at checkout with indie brands. You might get a discount. I'm super excited for my friend. I've seen this for a bit and I cannot wait to dig into this one. Like, look at how cute this is. Ugh, absolutely obsessed with this palette. I'm so proud of my friend. It looks so beautiful. So let me do some eye primer. We can do some eyeshadow. So since Lisa is cleaning my brushes, I am going to be using some new brushes from Refer. So these are the brushes that we got in the new packaging. You open them like this. So I have the, let me see, I have the corset, which I have been using before when they came out with the corset, which was when? 2019, 2017? I don't even know. But like they came to Sweden to meet me. Refer. So I think I might use some of those, but I want to use this one that is the Eyeshadow set, and you open the new packaging like this and the brushes are literally, now I'm messing everything up because I'm trying to show you, but the brushes are in here like a little pouch, and this is what they look like. So I kind of want to use these. Again, these are a little bit more of an expensive brush because they have natural hair bristles. And I think I'm going to start with this one, which is the Eyeshadow. I don't think I'm saying that correctly. Listen, don't take my word for it, okay? I think I'm going to start with this one, and I'm going to do Tarot, which is this red one here. And I think we're going to do Shant after. So I'm putting this in here. I love what, I wonder if this is going to be enough. Oh, this is really nice. I love what Fantasy Cosmetica have been doing the past couple of years. They've really been improving their packaging, their formula, their ideas. I am such a big fan of the brand. I'm such a big fan of the owner. Jordan is super sweet. I've actually met her in real life. She is an absolute sweetheart. And I'm just so excited for where the brand is. This one is maybe even a little bit too pointed to be like a crease brush that covers this big of an area, but it also gives me very much precision when I'm working on the edge. Oh, that is such a nice color. This definitely does have a little bit of a pinker edge on me. If you want something like this to be more of a warmer red, I would suggest maybe a warmer transition color, like maybe a mustard or something like that. But this palette is pretty cool tone, so I'm not super surprised by that. I'm gonna buff the edge like this a little bit. That's really nice. And let me just try and build that up with the Chant shade. Not build it up, but like deepen it up. Ooh, look at how that picks up. And we're doing that in the outer corner. Oh, that is so cool. Look at that. Oh, this combo is gonna be to die for. Look at that. Oh, you know how I feel about a warm crease. You know how I feel about a red matte. This is... oh, gosh. I feel like this palette got me pregnant. Ugh. I think that this looks so incredibly nice. I am a big fan. I'm thinking about doing this one on the lower lash line, but then a pop of purple. What do we think? And then this one on the lid and maybe meeting up with this one. I want to use as many shades as possible. Listen, I need a pencil brush though. I don't, wait, what's in the corset? Because I remember I have these somewhere. So this is the corset from Refer. These have been around in the brand for a long time. I think some of them are like re-released though. Oh, I could have used this one for the crease. Oh well. I do really like the shape of this one. It's a really, really nice shape. That's a really, really nice shape. This one is really interesting. I feel like this one would be a nice like... oh, no, that's not a pencil brush.
I thought you said a pointy brush.
Aha, no, I have one here. Lisa's giving me a brush, but I have one here. This pencil brush. It's a really nice one. It's a pointy one. I think I'm going to use this on the lower lash line. And then I think this one with a shimmer, if we spray it a bit. Ooh, this one. This is a nice one. Now I'm remembering what the corset was. Maybe I should have used some of that in the crease, because those are such nice like crease brushes. So I'm going to do a little bit of the red. And I'm going to blend it out with the lighter red. Just a little bit under. And then I want to do Cauldron, which makes me think of Akatar. Don't come for me. Listen, that's the reference that I'm having right now. Ooh, that is looking real. I love the combo between red and purple. That's why I didn't want to, I love the combo between red and purple, and I love the combo between red and pink. That's why I didn't want to lose the opportunity of using these shadows. That is actually, that's so nice. Oh my god, you did such a good job with this color story. It's so beautiful. That's really pretty. We might use a little bit of the purple shimmer, or maybe not. I'm actually kind of like just loving this the way that it is. I really like that. Okay, let's do this one from the corset, and let's do Hex, which is the pink shimmer here. It seems very, very reflective. I am gonna spritz it because I want it to be very opaque. It's a very nice icy pink, but it definitely has that baby pink in it. Got a little bit of fallout, and I literally have no brush to... Wait, I'll just... There we go. Okay, that's really, really cool. Kind of want to do a little bit of the red, which is called Spells. Just where they meet. Oh, yes. Look at that. Oof. Oof, 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 oof. So I did do mascara on my lower lashes, but then I remembered I have the new Sigma mascara. This is the Lash Icon by Sigma. It is like a rubber bristle. The brush looks incredible, exactly like the kind of brush that I like. And I think this is a chewing mascara, so I really want to try that. I think we'll do that first. I am still going to put on a half lash, because a dramatic look like this, I want to have a half lash, but I do want to try the new mascara. Pretty sure this mascara has already released. I don't know when I'm supposed to, in which... This brush is dual-ended. I need to figure out like what side. Is this for separating? Is this for putting on color? I need to figure that out. What I will say is that this bristle brush is actually a little pokey. It is a little bit pokey. Okay, so this is with one layer with the mascara. I will say this is definitely a separating and lifting mascara, which is something that I like. It's definitely not a voluminizing mascara. I do actually prefer when it has a little bit more volume to the formula than this, but I do appreciate how lifting it is. I feel like this would be really good for one of those like low makeup days. I feel like it will make your lashes look incredible. But when you're having more dramatic makeup like what I'm doing today, I feel like the lashes do get a little bit lost. But I do still think that that looks good. Like, no mascara, one layer. Very lifting for sure. I want to do a little inner corner. I'm going to use the Cradled in Ice. I really do enjoy this palette. I feel like this is the palette, not that Fantasy Cosmetica was not great before, but this is where I was like, oh, these mattes are definitely doing something. So I am going to be doing, it's called Hatchling. This like pink here. Nobody's surprised. Is anyone surprised? I don't think anyone's surprised. And I'm going to do that. Oh, I'm already so excited about this. Oh, look at that. Oh, I love that. I think I'm gonna pull a little bit up here as well, just to brighten this up and to disguise some of the the little crease that I have going on here. Oh, I'm really enjoying that. That looks so cool. And I also need to do a little bit of bronzer. I think, am I gonna use, because this is a little bit too cool tone for like my liking. I think still my skin is not looking exactly like I wanted. Can I also say the foundation is a little tacky, and I've been filming for a long time and it's like didn't fully set down, and I don't know how I feel about that. We will see. But this is what's left of my Fenty bronzer. Oh, and things are just falling. No, come back here. So I'm almost done with this one, and some of it fell on me. Oh my god. Oh, now there's bronzer everywhere. Okay, mistakes were made. We don't talk about that. We don't talk about Bruno, okay? So I'm gonna, oh my god, what am I doing? This is not... Can I give up on this bronzer? Are we done? No, I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna use it. I love it. So I'm just gonna use a little bit of this just to get the right, because this is my correct shade. That's why this bronzer is so freaking well used, is because this is the right shade, the right undertone, the right everything for me. Oh my god, it's not the same formula now that it's crushed though. But listen, I am nothing if not stubborn. Okay, I think that's the final look, including all the bronzer on the floor right now. I need to deal with that. That is not ideal. I love this eye look. It is so perfect. Of course, I added an inner corner highlight, but like that's my makeup style and my makeup preference. And remember, if a palette is missing something that you specifically use in your type of makeup, nothing is stopping us from reaching into another palette and grabbing what we want. This red crease is absolutely giving me life, and I'm loving the pink with it. I am so excited for this launch. Like I said, this will be launching on October 1st. I will put details about all of these things down in the description box. You can always find more details there. I'll also put some links in there if you're interested, and some of my links will be affiliated, and I do earn a small commission if you use them. I think other than that, I'm very impressed with, I mean, I love the concealer. I've been actually really enjoying that. I'm really impressed with the lip products from Morphe. I think the lipstick more than the lip liner, and I'm very confused about this foundation. Oh, and also the Flea blush. I mean, you can use it as a lip color too, but that was nice. I need to check what other colors they sent me, because I just grabbed one that looked like a neutral on the box, but I'm like, what other colors do we have? I'm worried about foundation though. If you want to see a wear test on the foundation, check the pinned comment. And if there's not a pinned comment yet, it means you're super early. And if you're super early, thank you for being super early. I hope you have a great day, and I will see you tomorrow. Listen, if you made it this far, come. I will see you tomorrow for the reveal video of the new Cinch Beauty collection. I am launching 11 new products.